Hello there, fellow summoners. Mad Dog HT here, and this is the last war of season 26. And I know this is late getting uploaded. Hopefully, this is still interesting. This is against ØMNÜ. We've faced them a couple times before in the off season. One time in the last war of season 23, and we're facing them again the last war of season 26. And they need to win to secure their spot into Platinum 1. You know, as far as we could tell, we pretty much had Platinum 1 in the bag, but we're still going out swinging. Our goal was to go 8-4, and we're 7-4, so we need this win to hit that. And if we win this, we'll land pretty well into Platinum 1. So first up, we have a Hulkbuster. This is on node 6. It's got armor, heavy-handed, and then Mystic Ward. So I'm going in with a little bit of a different team today because of the assignment that I took is quite different than what I normally would take. There's no thing on the team. And we're going with Doom, who is awakened. And it's just a rank 2 though. Not rank 3 yet. And I do have Mr. Fantastic on the team, which is going to allow me to get armor breaks on the heavies, which is really nice, to remove and prevent all that ability accuracy reduction that can happen with Hulkbuster, because this fight could get really long and really just tedious with using Doom because of the Mystic Ward. You can see my L1s are not nullifying those armor ups. But my heavies are doing the armor breaks, which is really, really nice. And so we're just smashing this dude down. We are boosted. And we do get a power steal there. And then we just nuke him with a special 2. And I believe he's just going to burn to the ground here. Yeah. So we get a clean kill there. Dr. Doom against that Hulkbuster. So so Mr. Fantastic, he's going to play a key role on the team today, even though he doesn't get any fights in. The armor breaks there were very helpful. And then next up, we are going to take this Tigra Mixmaster Aggression Prowess Power Focus 1. I'm just going with my torch boosted, and we're not using the pre-fight. But the one thing with Tigra, if you're close to her, she won't go unblockable on those specials, which is really key to playing this one out. So you just want to do medium light mediums, and then you just want to stay really close and then parry or block that special one, because the first part you can block and then you can just easily back up and then just repeat. And I believe I'm going to throw off a special 2. And, the stun goes pretty quick because this guy's got some limber on him. But before you know it, Tiger's dead, knocked out, Human Torch. That's just not a problematic matchup. So then we're going to go up to this Mysterio, Contest of Noobs. I've seen him in a few chats. So he's got Encroaching Stun, Stupefy, and Power Reserve. So I go in with a Power Start 1 boost. And again, I do have Mr. Fantastic on the team, so I can get those armor breaks, which are really, really nice to have against Mysterio. Because basically, when he's armor broken, it kind of shuts down his abilities. And so here I throw a special 1, thinking, I can control some of his power. And I throw a special 2. Big damage, a lot of incinerates going on. Throw another special 1. I don't want this guy to get to a special, basically. And we're doing okay. But here's the problem is right coming up to here, I throw my special 2. And I swear I was throwing the special 2 again. And it didn't go off. I did get stunned, but the incinerates were still doing some work, and they ended up taking out that Mysterio, even though it was about to just get comboed into oblivion with that Stupefy Encroaching Stun. But we made it out of there alive, barely scratched, and now we have a rank 3 Mojo And Spite, powerful from afar. This is where I'm using my pre-fight torch on. I still didn't use any of the pre-fights from my Mr. Fantastic. I felt like for this fight, Torch pre-fighted, he would just nuke him down quick enough and I wouldn't have to worry about anything. So I'm just going to stay nice and tight, try not to trigger decks or anything, do a lot of blocking, and hopefully the prompts don't get too crazy and out of control, and they don't. And Mojo goes down pretty quick, pretty easy, pretty painless. That fight went well. So then later on, the next morning, we're finishing up this war. We have this Mangog on this kinetic transference aspect of evolution, and so here I do apply Mr. Fantastic pre-fights on to have the suppression and the petrify to reduce his power gain that he gets from hitting him, and then his passive power gain that he's getting from just his ability. And so I did practice this. His special one, you can basically do a double dex and then another double dex and then a heavy, and it's like perfect spacing that allows me to get the knockdown, refresh those debuffs. And I was intending on throwing a special 2 right there so that I could get a stun and then just knock him over and kill him, but I accidentally got pushed enough up to special 3, which is not the worst thing, but it's coming pretty close down. But Incinerates were doing and the Novas were doing their work, and we get the solo there on the Mangog. I just did not want to see that guy's special 2. Yeah. So then next up we have a Void on this last mini boss, and I've not taken this very much, and right here I make the mistake. Mystic Power Boost used, and right when I clicked that I was like, oh, this isn't going to work because I have class disadvantage. But regardless, I was boosted, got kinetic transference, powerful from afar, so I'm going to be throwing some heavies to get the stagger to basically steal those power gains, not let Void get them as much as possible. And then right here you can see I have a Petrify on me, and I didn't realize this, and I probably should have thrown the L3 beforehand, but because I have that Petrify on me, I do not activate Hazarath, and luckily he was at fairly low power because I'm not stealing anything, and I'm like, oh crap, what is going on right here? And luckily we get back to a special 1, he's at special 3, we get a full steal, which is good, and you know, we knock off that intimidating presence debuff, we get back to our special 3, a little bit too early to get the bonus. And yeah, we're just gonna nuke this guy down as quickly as possible. You know, I was like, a rank 3 Void on this node, Doom can take it, right? And my guy's like, yeah, he should be able to take it. And you know, this isn't the side of the map that I'm usually on, but yeah, we're taking care of business. We're gonna make sure that we don't lose any attack bonus. We got Hazarath up, and then again, look, we got that Petrify up, so if I launch a special 3 this time with that still up, I'm not going to get it. So I made sure I got to my next 10 combo and purified that before I threw the special 3. And we get that special 3 off. We're close to Assassin's range. We get off our little Doom combo, medium, light, medium, light, 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 medium, medium, steal it. And yeah, just one more special 2, and then this dude is done. We got another Petrify on us, but no big deal. So we took a little bit of damage from the intimidating presence debuffs and some block damage, but Doom did a great job there. And yeah, he was just rank 2 still, so I'm loving that he's a rank 3 now. And the last fight I have of the season of this war is node this is node 50, Vigorous Assault, Indomitable Recovery. And Vigorous Assault doesn't really come into play here because it's only for regen buffs, and Sasquatch's regen is passive. But he does have the recovery on there, so he will regen a ton. But Torch, even though I don't have the pre-fight, it's fine. I'm going to be putting on a lot of debuffs, just doing medium, light, mediums, trying to stack as many of those incinerates on as possible. I get so many and I'm at 20 temperature that I activate Nova Flame. Unfortunately, he doesn't really throw a special while that was up, but that's okay. And then we're going to get back to a special 3, or get to a special 3, and we're going to hold that and wait for Tanorak to come up. And when we kind of get backed up in the corner and we kind of just stall out the Tanorak, you know, we're just going to try to play it safe and yeah, try to get the most out of this as we can. And so basically we're going to dex this, and then we're just going to back up to the wall, let Tanorak slowly fall off, and then we get to the back of the wall and we're going to throw the special 3, get us some space, get back over into the middle of the map. He's going to be pre-fight, not pre-fight, but Nova Flamed. And yeah, we're going to finish him off very quickly. So you can see right here, Tanorak's gone now, so now I can easily parry. Looks like he did have a little bit of Mystic Dispersion, but no big deal. And yeah, parry medium, light, medium all day long. Sasquatch goes down, no problem. So this war, you know, earlier on we were winning pretty well, but it got really close. And I know Omni was kind of sad because they really needed this war to be won for their side to get into Platinum 1, but we did just win by basically one attack bonus. And yeah, so we won this war. Good job to them. It was a hard fought, close war. And you know, for the season, we ended up Platinum 1, rank number 9. So that was pretty awesome. I think that's the highest rank that we've ever gotten. I think we got Platinum 1, number 10 once. So yeah, so the season went really well. Congrats to Kenobi, who got first. This is the leaderboard before it, you know, got refreshed and any adjustments that happened. But yeah, congrats to everybody that got Masters. You know, it's a nice feat and nice rewards to get. DSVG, we played them at the beginning of the season. Good job to them. They just got into Masters. And here's Platinum 1. You know, so number 9 overall. So that's pretty good. We're really happy with that. We played our 4 losses were to some solid teams, and I'll show you some of these stats here. As far as the war goes, this 12th war against Omni, and they did a great job. I had 7 fights, 7 kills, no deaths. So in the season, I had 95 fights, 94 kills, and 1 single death. And that 1 death came in the first war against Apocalypse Boss. That was only a rank 5, but I didn't boost, I didn't heal. I was too cocky. I thought it was going to be too easy. We had the war won by like a long shot, and Assassins caused the regen of Guillotine 2099 to not trigger. And yeah, I learned my lesson. I could have had Deathless Season, didn't. But you know, overall, we were 8-4. We hit our goal. Platinum 1, rank number 9, which is great. And let's just look at some of the details of my season and how it went. So I'm typically on the left side with pass 1, 2, and 3 somewhere. And these are my most hit nodes. Power Snack was number 1 with 9 fights. The Boss and Strike Counter Fury, node 20. That's the shared mini coming out of section 1 on the left. Had that 8 times each. And then the EMP shared mini coming into section 2. Vigorous Assault Recovery fight, which I think generally is is the easiest mini boss there. I usually took that while hitting some others. And then Strike Counter Fury with the Brute Force, node 14 on path 2. I hit those all 6 times. And overall, I hit 30 of the 50 nodes at least once on the map throughout the whole season. And then out of the 94 battles that I hit, I had 51 unique defenders that I fought against. And this shows Apocalypse being the number 1 encounter champ. Fought him 7 times. Man-Thing was number 6. and that was probably due to the recovery, vigorous assault node, and the power snack. He's usually there. Mojo 5 times, Professor X 5 times, Hitmonkey 5 times, and Thing 4 times. So yeah, Apocalypse, he's the one that got me one time for a death. And then last, these are my attackers. I used Thing the most. He was my most used attacker. 35 fights. He did not die one time. And then we had Torch, 28 fights, also no deaths. Guillotine 2099, 20 fights, and I had that one death to the Apocalypse boss that I mentioned earlier. And then Doom had 8, Mole Man had 2, and I got Doc Ock in there, and he had 1 fight. So that's how my season went. It was fun. Hopefully we can have some similar success going into season 27, and I'll be trying to post some videos of that. As far as like the off season, I don't really post any of that stuff just because we don't boost, we don't take it super seriously. But yeah, that's all we got for today. Thanks for watching, fellas. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.